This is Lee Selby, Lightning Lee Selby, and you're watching Boxing Domination.
It's Mohim for Boxing Domination here at the Peacock Gym in Canning Town. Here with the former professional boxer Johnny Greaves and head trainer of Harley Benn. How are you, sir?
Absolutely spot on, mate. Really good. Thank you very much. Very good.
So, yeah, just talk to me. How's life been, and what's your summer been like?
Since I've retired, like I say, it's been really good. I spend nearly every week of my life in this bloody gym. So yeah, just really busy. Been a fantastic summer, obviously. A little bit of a break from the boxing because you get the off season, but yeah, still in with the fighters. So unfortunately, I don't get much of a rest. So here we are. So
let's talk about Harley Benn first, actually.
Yeah.
Harley Benn, last time he fought at the Stevenage, he lost to a journeyman.
Well, he actually lost to one of my fighters.
To one of your fighters
over there. He's actually one of my fighters. Now Harley, obviously I've known Harley for a while anyway, but it seemed to me that Harley sort of skipped over a few of the basics, and I could sort of see. I mean, obviously quite friendly with his mum and that anyway, and obviously I've got to speak to Harley on a few shows. So after the fight, I went into the chamber and I said to Harley, look, if you want to come over and do a little bit of us, I'm pretty sure I can help you out. So here he is, and to be fair, since he's come in here, Harley's been doing really well. He's sort of picking things up, and I think Harley's got to realise that, look, there's no rush in the boxing. Just learn, fight by fight, learn a little bit more, and Harley will come up and prove a lot of people wrong. Like Harley has got a lot of natural ability. But he's just never really picked up the right advice, and now I'd like to think he's getting it. I'm pretty sure Harley will do himself proud.
Yeah. And obviously, you've had 100 fights bang on in your career.
Yeah.
Your last fight was against Dan Carr, who I think still fights. I'm not still sure.
I'm not so sure. I think he was still going, Dan. Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, you've had 100 fights. There's journeymen in boxing like Lewis Van Pooch, who's obviously very well known.
Yeah.
What was boxing like when you were having 6-7 fights a week?
To be fair, look, boxing for me, it served a purpose in that I was always, I was a sort of lad that went with a crowd. I liked to drink, I liked a good time. So boxing sort of helped me settle down. I had a young family. So it kept me on the straight and narrow. I was already earning money for the kids. It kept me out the pub. And boxing for me was the best thing I ever done. I mean, especially being the journeyman, the opponent. I boxed at a very, very high level. And it was, like I said, I don't regret a single part of it. It's the best thing I ever done.
So obviously in boxing, especially with a lot of fighters, when they lose one fight, they sort of lose hope. And with journeymen, obviously, they tend to have that mental, they tend to be strong mentally, usually, to be able to go in the ring so many times a week and risk their lives. So obviously, if you could go back into your career right now and maybe change one or two things, is there any things you'd change, or are you satisfied with all the...
No, I'm absolutely satisfied. I mean, I get asked this question quite often. Wouldn't you have liked to have gone in as a ticket seller winning fighter? And do you know what? In all honesty, I don't think I would, because you would never have boxed the sort of level on the sort of guys that I did. I mean, you've only got to look at the list, Anthony Fowler, Jamie Cox. The list. Yeah, so like I say, I boxed at a level and a sort of level of boxers that I would never have done having been a ticket seller, having been sort of looked after. So no, I don't regret a single part of it. I mean, I can look back at my career and be extremely proud that the fighters I took the distance what nobody else did. So no, I'm more than happy with what I've done.
Yeah, and so for that, also as a boxer and as a coach, obviously a lot of people like to be trained by someone who's already been in the ring and done it. And you've been in the ring with so many champions in early on in their careers. Obviously, what's the advice would you give to Harley Benn since coming off a loss?
Just take your time. Like, look, he's got no one to impress other than me. So look, as long as Harley's doing what I'm telling him to do, I'm pretty sure he will come back and be the better fighter for it. Like I said, look, no one's Vasily Lomachenko after 3 fights. So at the end of the day, you've just got to take your time, keep learning every fight. As long as he's not doing nothing stupid, I'm pretty sure Harley will do himself proud. I mean, he's doing me proud the work he's doing in the gym already. So I can be happier. Really, he's doing really well.
Yeah. Do you want to just talk about some of the boxers you train, some of the boxers you manage? Just talk about the stable in general.
Yeah, I mean, most of the lads I've got are actually opponents. But in all honesty, look, that's the one side of the game what I know all the way through. So I know how they've got to be, how they've got to train, and I understand the mental side of things. So to be fair, look, boxing needs opponents to keep itself going, which means that opponents need trainers like me that understand what they got to do. So to be fair, look, I enjoy working with the lads out on the road. You're going to go to the shows. The away changing room is always a good crowd. It's good fun. It's a good laugh. And I love every single one of the lads that got out on the road there. Like I say, the boys we meet week in, week out. It's good fun. And like I say, boxing, there's a lot of pressure in the game. It's a hard sport. So to go out there and keep it a little bit light mentally sometimes does everyone a good favour. You know what I mean? You know, you got to have fun. You've got to have fun. It's a tough game, so you've got to enjoy it.
And obviously, one of the last few quick questions. So Anthony Yarde just fought in Russia in Chelyabinsk against one of the best light heavyweights of this era, Sergey Kovalev. How would you say his performance was against Kovalev?
To be fair, look, Anthony in the build-up to that fight had never really been in with anything approaching Kovalev's skill set, experience. So in all honesty, I don't think Anthony did anything other than do himself proud. I thought he done really well. Just basics. I mean, for me, he was taking far too many jabs, and it just seems to me that just need to work on a few basics, how to slip a shot, you know, to get that jab working. And it seems to me that he just needs to keep things a bit more basic than what he did. Obviously, a decent bit of advice in the corner wouldn't have gone amiss. To be fair, look, Anthony done himself proud, done us all here at the Peacock Gym proud, so I can't be knocking him, to be fair. I mean, I personally, I thought he done really well. Kovalev, he's obviously, and has been for a long time, top world class. So, in all honesty, with all the fights that Anthony did have in the build-up, which was all pretty one-sided, to step up against a fight like Kovalev and still perform and get to how far he did in the fight, I thought he done really well.
What I personally think is he could have done better with maybe one of the new champions, you know, with Dimitri Bivol, Marcus Brown, who was champion until he got beat by Pascal. I think he could have done better against those guys. Do you see it the same way? Because Kovalev knew,
to be fair, I think all these fighters, look, you've got to have a little bit more than walking in looking for the big shot. Against all these world level fighters, I think you need to get the jab working and you need to learn how to slip a shot. Now, if you haven't got that going for you, any of the top level fighters, they're going to beat you. And you know, unfortunately, that's the way it is. I mean, I'm not saying that. I'm genuinely disappointed for the guy, but the fact of the matter is that you need to box everything behind the jab. You know, you need to learn to use your ring craft and your footwork a little bit better than what he has done. That's my opinion.
And do you want to give any messages to the people who's going to be watching this video?
I would just like to say, obviously, keep watching the guy's work. Nice interview, nice guy.
Thank you very much.
And just like I say, enjoy the watching. Hands up, chin down.
Thank you very much. That's the interview wrapped. John Greaves, make sure you guys do check him out. Do you want to give your social media platforms?
Not really, mate. Not really. My boys are ready to go, so yeah, we're all good.
That's okay. Thank you very much.